All right, today is day 25 of the US Investing Championship, and for the first time, well, not really, my return is only 0.86%, which is lower than the S&P 500 at 1.27%. But in this video, I'm going to show you, like this bounce in the S&P 500 could be a dead cat bounce, right? And I will show you what is a dead cat bounce and why this rise in S&P 500 today might just be a dead cat bounce, so much so that it might actually lead to a crash, right? Now, for those of you new to the channel, this is kind of like my trade journal, but documented in video form of my 2026 US Investing Championship journey, where I share with you my wins, my losses, and what I'm learning in the process so that you too can become a profitable trader. And it's also for my benefit so that I can understand what's going on. And, personally, I want my children to watch this series of videos so that they too will learn how to trade stocks and options. All right. So, like and comment on this video, and if I get 20 likes and 20 comments, then I will do a free masterclass on options. All right. So first, let me show you my live accounts. All right, so that you know that this is all for real, right? So right now I did not enter any new trades, partly because of my other business. I'm kind of busy with my business today and tomorrow actually. So right now, I mean silver. My twin butterfly trade on silver is doing exactly what I projected. So it should not be up by a whole lot, which is kind of expected. This well, I will exit this trade most likely on Thursday or 24 hours before expiry. And based on my projection, so my reward to risk ratio in here is either I lose $500, with these five contracts, or I make either $1,000 or $700, or somewhere in between. And honestly, if I can make 10% or better, then I will be happy with the trade. So 10%, that will be about 206 you know 216 dollars, which is not a bad return. And what I'll do after that is to scale this up with other tickers, because I think what's going to happen, as the market taps out, which I think is what's going to happen, is that it's going to be volatile, right? So the stock market can go up and then go down, significantly. There will be a lot of mean reversions, meaning that if it goes down, then it will go up, But I think ultimately it will lead to a crash, right? But I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just basing it on what I'm observing right now, and obviously this is not financial advice. But if that happens, right, as long as the price is not trending either up or down, then the twin butterfly strategy will be very, very profitable, right? And then the stock that I bought on Monster Energy, I mean it's okay, but basically flat, right? And then I have a put on this company, ticker symbol PMT. So based on my indicators that I use, seems to be on a bearish trend, but it's not happening as fast as I thought. So I don't know. I might just decide to exit the trade if nothing happens, especially next week. All right. So that's my main account, and then I have a smaller account, which I also entered as part of the US Investing Championship. But so far, you know, um, unfortunately, with the smaller account, which is a Roth IRA account, I cannot do the more complicated trade. Unfortunately, that's limitation on Webull. If it's a retirement account, they do not allow you to, I guess, sell options, right? But the butterfly, I mean, by definition, one of the legs is you have to sell an option, right? The one in the middle, and so it's not allowed. So here, I'm limited to long calls and long puts, right? I can do, actually, I can do a call, covered call, or a short put actually. So honestly, I don't understand why I'm not allowed to do the more complicated trades like spreads and so on. But it is what it is. That's the limitation. So, but yeah, just like to show you, what's happening with my live accounts. No new trades today, but everything is going according to plan, and I didn't have to exit the trades because it did not hit any of my exit signals, right? So, all right, let's go back to the slides here. But basically, what is a dead cat bounce, right? Let's talk about that. So a dead cat bounce, right, is basically, the stock price goes up, right? And then it crashes down, and then all of a sudden there's a big rise up, right? But then, a lot of people get fooled into it thinking that, hey, the good times should continue on, but in reality, it did not, right? It's a fake out. So it goes down, and then it went up, people rush in, and then guess what? It goes down again. So that's why it's called a dead cat bounce, all right? Now, why do I think that the rise today is only a dead cat bounce? Well, you look at the volume, right? So this the S&P 500 as of today, February 6th, right? After the market closes, right? So look at this, right? Look at the volume. The average volume is around 100 plus million per day, but today, Friday, this is only like 5 million, right? So that's kind of like not normal. Even on a Friday, this is super low, right? So if you count, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, look at this, 100 million, right? And then, count Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, around 70 million. This guy is only 5 million. So what can happen is, right, as it's going down, there's an increase in volume, right? And then when it went up, there is not an increase in volume. So that means this increase in price is not sustainable. Okay? And guess what will happen next? It can go down here, that this line is parallel to this line. I don't know, or it could be steeper. No one knows, right? But I believe, this can be, well, again, I cannot see the future. No one does, right? No one can. Only God can do that. But right now, I believe this can be a dead cat bounce. So we'll see. We'll find out Monday, Tuesday. We'll find out next week. But I will be careful if I were you. Just be like always plan ahead. What if this is a dead cat bounce, right? The nice thing about options is you can place an option trade, and if you know the right strategies, right, and then you can find out the right strategies such that you can place the right option trade so that no matter what happens to the price, you will still be in profit. All right, so that's why I love the twin butterfly trade, because as the price reverts, does the mean reversion, right, then you can profit whenever, let's say, it crashed and then it's going up, just like what happened to SLV, right, which is an ETF on silver, right? So now, because it's going up, right, the long call butterfly is profiting. And guess what? Next week, if it goes down again, if it goes down hard again next week, then the long put butterfly will be in profit. So see, so it doesn't matter where the direction goes, you know, if you have the right strategies, you can actually make money if the stock goes up. You can make money, when the stock goes down, right? Or again, a different type of strategy, you can make money if the stock just moves sideways, right? So that's why I love options, all right? So let's go back there. So guys, so if you want to learn more about stock options, follow my US investing championship journey. You don't want to miss any of my update, my daily update videos. Definitely subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to know why 90% of traders lose 90% of their account, so that you can avoid the common mistakes that a lot of beginning traders make, watch this next video and I will see you there.